Despite centuries of study and incredible technological advancements, many of its fundamental processes and the very essence of what it means to be human remain shrouded in mystery. Here are some of the biggest mysteries of the human brain. 1. Consciousness. The hard problem. This is arguably the most perplexing mystery. How does the electrical and chemical activity of billions of neurons give rise to subjective experience, self-awareness, feelings, thoughts, and perception? The binding problem. How do all the separate sensory inputs, sight, sound, touch, etc., and cognitive processes combine to form a single unified conscious experience of the world? The nature of self. What is the neural basis of our sense of self? The continuous feeling of being me over time. Consciousness after death/terminal lucidity. The phenomenon of terminal lucidity, where individuals with severe neurodegenerative diseases suddenly regain clarity and awareness shortly before death, challenges our understanding of consciousness and its dependence on an intact brain. Quantum theories of consciousness. Some controversial theories, like those by Penrose and Hameroff, propose that quantum effects within microtubules in neurons might play a role in generating consciousness, suggesting it's more fundamental than just classical neuronal activity. 2. Memory. Encoding, storage, and retrieval. We know where some memories are generally processed, e.g., hippocampus for forming new long-term memories, but the precise mechanisms are still elusive. The engram. What is the physical manifestation of a memory in the brain? How is information actually stored at the molecular and cellular level? And how can these connections remain stable for decades? Retrieval mechanisms. How does the brain efficiently and accurately retrieve specific memories from a vast network of stored information? What causes forgetting or false memories? Synaptic plasticity. While neurons that fire together wire together is a foundational concept, the exact molecular and cellular changes that underlie long-term potentiation and depression, and how these translate into stable memories, are still being fully elucidated. 3. The purpose and mechanisms of sleep and dreams. We spend about a third of our lives asleep, but why? And what role do dreams play? Restoration and repair. While sleep is known to be crucial for housekeeping tasks like clearing toxins via the glymphatic system and repairing cellular damage, the full extent of its restorative functions is not completely understood. Recent theories suggest sleep helps restore the brain's computational criticality, an optimal state for processing information. Memory consolidation. Sleep clearly plays a vital role in consolidating memories and learning, but the exact neural processes involved in replaying and strengthening neural pathways during different sleep stages are still active areas of research. Why we dream. Are dreams merely a byproduct of brain activity, a way to process emotions, rehearse scenarios, or something else entirely? The subjective and often bizarre nature of dreams remains a profound mystery. 4. How the brain computes and processes information. Despite knowing a great deal about individual neurons and their connections, synapses, we don't fully understand how the brain's massive network actually computes complex thoughts, decisions, and behaviors. Neural codes. How is information actually represented and encoded by patterns of neural activity? Is it about individual neurons, groups of neurons, or the timing of their firing? The periodic table of brain cell types. Scientists are still working to fully classify all the different types of brain cells, neurons and glia, and understand their specific roles and interactions. Neurotransmitter complexity. Beyond the well-known neurotransmitters like GABA and glutamate, many other signaling molecules exist, and their precise mechanisms of action and how they contribute to brain function, especially those targeted by psychiatric drugs, are not fully understood. 5. Neurological and psychiatric disorders. While significant progress has been made, The underlying causes and precise mechanisms of many devastating brain disorders remain a mystery, hindering effective treatments. Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. We understand some associated factors, e.g., amyloid plaques and tau tangles in Alzheimer's, dopamine neuron loss in Parkinson's, but the initial triggers and the exact progression of neurodegeneration are still unclear. Mental health conditions. Disorders like depression, schizophrenia, and autism spectrum disorder have complex biological underpinnings that are far from fully understood, making diagnosis and personalized treatment challenging. Brain plasticity and repair. While we know the brain can adapt and reorganize, neuroplasticity, harnessing this ability for effective recovery from injury or disease, is still a major challenge. Why some people recover better than others is also a mystery. The mysteries of the human brain are not merely academic curiosities. They are deeply tied to our understanding of ourselves, our health, and the very nature of existence. Ongoing research, fueled by new imaging technologies, genetic tools, and computational models, is slowly peeling back the layers of this most complex of organs.